Fellow American citizens and fellow San Diegoans, my name is Leslie Williams, and I'm in San Diego, California. And I'm a target of what is known as organized stalking and gang stalking. And this is a file of an informative nature. I don't speak very well when it comes to some of my videos. Sometimes it takes a little bit for me to get going. I am learning disabled, but I can totally 100% take care of myself. I've been on my own since I was 17. And I know how to balance a checkbook, pay rent on time, pay utilities on time, go grocery shopping, balance my monthly budget. I know how to take care of myself 100%. But the reason why I'm making this video today is I want fellow San Diegoans to understand something. I got to make this fast because I'm running low on memory. If anything ever happens to me here in San Diego, I want you to know the truth of how it was able to be brought about. Now, I've been subjected to this crime non-stop on a daily basis ever since I've been back here in San Diego since August 8, 2011. And today's date is June 24, 2012. Between August 11th or August 9th in 2011 up until around August 24th, between the 24th and 30th, I was going to SDSU and Point Loma Library and making blogs and beginning to send out emails in reference to help concerning the fact that I was being subjected to organized stalking and gang stalking out here again. I was subjected to the same tactics in 2006 when I was out here for 37 days. Now, and then between August 24th and May 21st, I was sending numerous, at least 40 emails for help at different places. Including the Law Enforcement National Association, where you can file reports concerning corrupt police officers. That information was found by me as a result of going to the San Diego Internal Affairs Department, and they have a link on their webpage in reference to places that you can petition for help or complaints concerning police officers. I have not gotten one reply back to numerous, over 60 emails that I have sent for help from Point Loma Library, SDSU Love Library, USD Library. Now, I went to USD practically every single day from August 24th all the way up until May 21st, August 24th, 2011 to May 21st, 2012, begging for help in different places and got no email replies. Now, all you got to do is go to organized stalking, look up organized stalking at Google and gang stalking at Google, and cross-reference it to email interceptions, cyber surveillance, cyber espionage, cyber hacking, and you can flat out be able to see that cyber surveillance and email interception is a main tactic of organized stalking. You can also go to Google and type in a gang stalking tech, everything you need to know. It's a manifesto of an individual who manages and directs organized stalking expeditions against a target out in the community. And in this manifesto, he clearly described the different sections of the syndicate. Okay? Now, in this manifesto, he talks about the Bureau of Technology. The Bureau, which is a section of the syndicate who handles specific areas for the syndicate in reference to how multiple sections are used in reference to the expedition that's brought about against the target. And the Bureau of Technology, he flats out states it when he talks about the Bureau of Technology that all the communications of a target are monitored, every single last one of them. Okay, now, so I'm here to tell you today, if I am ever raped, if you don't see any of my updated YouTube videos or blogs, that means they got a hold of me to contain me, to conceal this crime, and to exploit my finances, to exploit my insurance, and to exploit me sexually in an organized crime syndicated run group home or institution. Because this is directly attached to organized crime in the system. And the San Diego police are directly involved in this crime. And they are also using what is known as multi-jurisdictional conferencing with California Highway Patrol, and I suspect, I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever, they'll use any other law enforcement agency in the state of California to aid and abet and bring about events towards me to where then the police can be called, because these are staged events. They're called street theaters. It's where they literally frame a situation they bring about towards a target, in order to be able to produce a result, which is usually containment, at least for concealment concerning what's happened towards me already, because they are directly, literally directly involved in this crime. Now, so I'm here to tell you today, fellow San Diegans and fellow Americans, I don't do anything illegal whatsoever. Okay? I'm here to tell you the truth. I do not do drugs. I do not drink. I do not sleep around. I do not steal. I do not know anybody here in San Diego except for one person who I found just not too long ago that is part of an organization that's very young, and he has allowed me to stay at his apartment periodically. Okay, I have not used his phone. I will not disclose his name. He does not write any blogs in my names or post any YouTube videos in my name. He is not involved in this in any way except for letting me stay at his apartment every now and then. And we are not sexually involved at all. But I am here to tell you today this. The San Diego police have been involved in this crime. They were involved in it in 2006 directly. Okay, and now that I come out here again and that I have undisputable proof that's online right now that I'm being gang stalked here in San Diego, and they won't file a police report because they know they were directly involved in it in 2006. And that's one of the reasons why all my emails are being intercepted, because what they want to do is allow the crime to continue in order to produce its fruits of the reason why, attached to the original motivation of why I'm targeted to begin with, to get a hold of me through syndicated probate attorneys that they're connected to in the system. Okay, they go after people on disability, single mothers, single women, the elderly. They're into a bunch of different types of areas of racketeering, and what they do is single out people and use them as straw people. Okay, I'm on disability and I'm single. Okay, and they go after them. They create destitution of their lives. Okay, by getting property owners and landlords on board to create destitution. Okay, then they try and use the destitution as a reason to petition the state to make a ward of the state, where then a syndicated individual that's connected to the state, who runs a group home, comes in and is appointed legal guardianship of the target in order to take over the target's monthly check, to exploit their Medicare once they get a hold of that inside the group home, and by sexually exploiting the target. This is all about money and racketeering. Okay, and they are, and the manifesto clearly states they're directly connected to police officers, firefighters, judges, lawyers, doctors, county mental health, psychiatrists, because they use their employment descriptions to aid and abet in the containment. And the reason why my emails are being intercepted is because they want to be able to continue the expedition towards me while I don't get no help, so they can then produce the end results of why they initiated this campaign towards me to begin with. SDSU, USD, UCSD, and Point Loma Library, and one library downtown in San Diego, all have played a direct role in the cyber surveillance and cyber interception of my emails for help. So if anything happens to me, still effective to date, June 24, 2012, at 10 a.m. in the morning, anything, assaults, rapes, anything, events, street theaters that are brought about towards me, which are nothing but staged provocations, intimidations, harassments, where they literally come up into my face and will pick a fight with me to my face in extremely threatening, provocative, intense manners to try and provoke me. And since these are staged incidences, what they also do is stage they'll stage witnesses, and they will also stage individuals right in the area where the staged event is being brought about to tape record a target's response to the actual event, so they can then streamline any statements that a target might make in reference to the provocations, and then streamline those verbal response possibly into a later interview with a doctor to make it appear that the response from one event is the response to another, in order to be able to claim then that the target is combative, hostile, out of control, that they need to be on medication, and possibly petitioned in containment because they can take care of themselves, because they combine it also with the fact that the target's destitute. Targets are destitute because they steal targets' rent. Yeah, Google mail theft and mail delayment. My rent was mailed certified mail return receipt. Yes, how can they steal something that was mailed certified mail return receipt? Google organized stalking and postal workers, organized stalking and mail theft and mail delayment. Also, while you're at it, Google organized stalking universities. You'll get 7,600,000 responses. I gotta go. My name is Leslie Williams. Eventually, I'm going to be going to Palm Springs, California, because I'm going to Yucca Valley But a bus, a Greyhound bus or Amtrak don't go to Yucca Valley. They only go to Palm Springs, which is closest to Yucca Valley. And they're going to eventually connect with the police departments in that area. Yeah, and bring about street theaters towards me and work in conjunction with the police departments to try and contain me while I'm out of the county of San Diego. So these events won't seem transparently connected. Yes, I know how they operate. I've been a target of this crime now for 10 full years. I'm going to be going to Yucca Valley eventually to speak with a David Larson, okay? He's the head of the water department at Yucca Valley Water Department in California, and he's a target of this crime as well, or at least he was, and he's all over the internet giving internet radio talk show broadcast. And you can find him by going to YouTube and typing in David Larson down the rabbit hole pipe videos. Trust me, you'll find him if you look for him. I gotta go. My name is Leslie Williams. I'm learning disabled, and I engage in no criminal activity whatsoever. I don't know anybody that does, and don't want to know anybody that does, except for that I know that the San Diego police and these organized stalking expeditions are involved in criminal activity. But the point I'm trying to make to you is this, is I mind my own business everywhere I go, and my behavior is appropriate for every environment that I'm in, and the whole duration of why I'm there. I am literally being harassed by the business community because the people who are hosting and managing and directing and allowing this are connected to power positions in the community who use what is known as the community notification to send out notifications to the community at large to get them to aid and abet in harassing me. So the harassment is done in a cost-effective manner, and this is usually coupled with slander. You can go to YouTube and type in "listen to a stranger" in part to see how that's brought about. Okay, I got to stop this video, and I want you to know if anything ever happens to me in any city or county in California from this day forward, I want you to understand something. It's a direct result of me sending over 8 months of emails for help over at USD, SDSU, and now UCSD, and not getting none as a result of all of my emails being intercepted as a result of this organized stalking expedition. I've had to call 911 over 25 times at least since I've been here in San Diego, California, and practically every single 911 call has been erased from my call records on my cell phone, and numbers are appearing on my phone that I have no idea who these people are. One by the last name Meadows. I have no idea who that person is at all. I gotta go. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams, and I'm a target of organized stalking. And the San Diego police are directly involved in this crime towards me. Literally, physically, and directly. San Diego, California.